one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it, because you can.
From Fox 13 Now, is it Mantua Police Chief Dakota Midkiff has been placed on leave after videos and photos showed his interaction with a 76-year-old man earlier this month. The images from October 5th show Midkiff arresting Rick Schultz, a retired state wildlife officer, who was left bruised and bloodied after the incident.
The town council confirmed to Fox 13 that Midkiff is on paid administrative leave while the episode is investigated. Town officials declined further comment. According to a jail booking statement, Midkiff responded to a family dispute. He was questioning the parents about whether they had a child. One of those parents was Schultz's daughter. Schultz arrived. Midkiff told him to leave. Moments later, Midkiff wrote, he turned around and found Schultz yelling at him in the driveway. Midkiff wrote that Schultz refused to comply with an order to put his hands behind his back. So, the police chief decentralized Schultz and took him to the ground. Schultz was booked into the Box Elder County Jail on suspicion of interfering with a peace officer. He has not been charged with any crimes.
Resident Steve Lauder said he's one of the nicest guys in town. He was saying of Schultz. On Wednesday, with his eyes still blackened, Schultz declined to speak with Fox 13. A member of the town council confirmed that Midkiff is currently on paid administrative leave while the episode is investigated. But Mantua officials declined to comment further. Now, according to a jail booking statement, the police chief responded to a family dispute and was questioning the parents about whether they hit a child. One of the parents was Schultz's daughter. So Schultz shows up, right? When Schultz arrived on the scene, Midkiff told him to leave. And he's like, that's my daughter. In the report, Midkiff wrote that Schultz refused to comply with an order to put his hands behind his back. So he decentralized the older man and took him to the ground. That's a new one, decentralized. You've been decentralized. You've been terminated. Schultz was later booked into the Box Elder County Jail. However, minutes obtained from Midkiff's hiring in 2022 showed a Mantua, this is in Utah, a Mantua town council member, stating that he will tell any who ask him not to call Chief Midkiff for help.
According to these minutes from Midkiff's hiring in 2022, a town council member, quote, stated that he will tell any who ask him not to call Chief Midkiff for help because he does not think Dakota Midkiff would handle it properly due to his lack of experience. He also said citizens should be fearful, end quote.
Midkiff is the city's fourth police chief in 5 years. In 2019, the then police chief was arrested for DUI in his squad car, and 2 years later, a different chief was terminated over a dispute about whether he was writing enough tickets. That chief's replacement was found to have been fired by a previous employer and later resigned, leading to Midkiff's hiring. Some residents would like to fix the whole law enforcement system in this small town, no kidding, and are expected to voice their opinions during a council meeting which happened Thursday. It happened already. But the bottom line, man, is you got this police chief who shows up. He's doing this domestic. One of the parents' father shows up. The cop tells him to leave, and then he won't put his hands behind his back. Why did he have to put his hands behind his back? Why'd you tell him to leave? You should have been like, I'll be with you in just a minute. We're having something with your daughter here. Blah, 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 whatever. But cops don't know how to do that. All cops know how to do is give you orders. And you obey, ja, mein Führer, or you go to the ground. That's it. Because, even the city council member said, I wouldn't call this police chief for help. You all should be fearful. That's a council member. He's not like, hey, this is the police chief. Da, da, da. No, he's like, hey, this dude's nuts, man. When you got a council member saying that,